Alright guys, what's up? My name's Chizzy. This is my channel. This is obviously my first video. But this is my world. I am in creative, yes I know. Um, I wanted to be in survival, but then I thought at the last minute this is just like an intro video. Tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit about my channel, what I plan on doing. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Everything in this world is, has been done in survival. Nothing has been done in creative because obviously this is the Xbox 360. Not as big as the dog down there. I think it's my dog. I'm not quite sure. But actually let me check. I don't mean to like do this, but that's my dog. No, it's my dog. But you know, they just added creative mode not too long ago. But everything in here it's not exactly a lot. It's not exactly big. But this is just a little bit of a taste of, you know, what I've done. I've died many times. I've fought many enemies. I've done many things. Everything, like I said, everything was done here in survival. Dangerous. I've fallen from dangerous heights. We'll go over here, where I will show you the first thing. This house right up here. Oh, I can get there. Is the first thing I made when this is like the very first world I've ever had, and I built this house. The first thing I ever built playing Minecraft at all. And there's pigs inside. I'm not quite sure on how there's pigs inside my house, but I'll take that. I've been in here with the, you know, few friends before, that's why there's so many beds. Not much in here, a couple pork chops. This is before pork chops could stack, so they were just kind of scattered around. Coal. Now you're probably wondering about this. My buddy was in my world with me, and he decided to help me build my house. I was out there chopping wood or something. We were playing split screen, and he decided to make a death pit. He thought, you know, when I'd wake up, the first thing that would happen is I'd fall down. And matter of fact, that didn't. That's why the wool's there. I'd fall down into the hole. I actually ended up filling that in. You would spawn on top of your bed, which is a nice feature, which I thought was nice that they added. Come on. Going to the next spot. Let's go down here. A couple of these pieces were added in just through experimenting in creative mode, like this and this. Mainly, those are these were the only blocks I added in. Well, also in here, which I'll explain that in a minute. This is just kind of like an overlook area, which leads down to here, which is kind of like a bathhouse. All this obsidian is done manually. Labor taken. It took so long to get all these materials. Building, I've drowned at least once or twice in this water here. It was a little hectic. Swimming wasn't the easiest in this game at first. And then, you know, it's got my lookout, a couple of vines. I shouldn't have put the vines there. I thought that would be a good look. From a distance, it looks pretty nice, but from here, kind of looks. It kind of gives it an aged look, but I kind of gave a little bit, you know, preview of what I'm gonna show you in a little bit. Going straight down here now, takes you down into my first mine area. I'll show that in a minute. But this is like my first mine area, just kind of mainly where I got stone. I needed a lot of cobblestone for my builds, and this is where I got a lot of it. But mainly where I got majority of my stuff. Sorry if you hear me sniffle every once in a while. I have a little bit of a cold, just getting over it. I've been trying to record for the past 4 weeks, and there's just been malfunction after malfunction, and me being sick, and whatever, you know, happened. But behind this wall, there is, I think, a cave system. I closed it off because no matter how many torches I had in there, I was still having zombies and creepers and everything else spawn in here when I was trying. This was actually my attempt at a slime spawner. But yeah, I've been sick, so I really haven't had my the ability to do any recording. I've had this since last year. I have the Hauppauge game recorder too. I think it's called. And I've had it for a while, and it just, I haven't had the chance. But this is my first attempt at a slime spawner when they first implemented slimes into the game. All of this was hollowed out by hand. Back there, a little bit was where you see the lava was hollowed out by some TNT. I have my first huge mine shaft in here. I tried to go up to diamond level and look around. I found a couple diamonds, didn't find a lot. Mainly got lost a lot. A lot. Close this door. But, you know, I've sat here and I've mined for hours with me and my buddies. And we just sit there and we've mined and mined and mined and mined and just... Now, I know there's ores. Obviously, you can see the iron and some gold and redstone. Some lapis here and there, too. I've left it here as like a decorational piece. There's a ton of torches because slimes, from what I understand, slimes can spawn in the light. So I left a ton of torches here, but apparently they can't spawn on bedrock level. I have tried numerous times, but I've yet to see one slime spawn down here. In all reality, which is funny, is I've actually had a slime spawn in here. Where was it? I think it was up here. Yeah, I've had a slime spawn up here. I had a small, tiny little slime spawn in here, which is kind of weird. It kind of makes me want to think I should spread it out. But not too long from now, they should be making it so slimes can spawn in other biomes. For this world, I don't know. I think I'm still screwed. Mainly because this is the old world. So everything in here has been done before they've added in the different biomes. This is from where my TNT was going. I had it coming along here and blowing up the lava until I got to the lava, and it kind of was destroying things that I wanted. I think I destroyed a diamond or two in the process. But up here is a little bit of lapis lazuli. It's just been random little digging around and trying to find areas for slimes to spawn, and been finding materials. I've had a lot of materials. I don't need, I haven't needed quite as many. Right now, as you can see, I am wearing a full set of diamond armor. I do have a thing. Each game, I do plan on having a different skin. Right now, I am. He's I can't remember his exact name, but he's from Crysis. He's the android. I just still like playing that game, mainly because I don't really need my armor right now, but I do like it. All these armor things were put on in survival mode recently. The only items that I have, it took so much experience. I've died so many times trying to get it. Go upstairs. So do enough of this mine. Not that interesting. Like I said, this is just a video just to show you guys exactly what I've done. I do plan on having a survival series. No, I still did. I do plan on having a survival series, and working on a lot of things. I don't know what difficulty to play on yet. I haven't decided. Most likely, it's probably going to be like normal or hard. Definitely not going to do a hardcore. Maybe I'll do a couple, series for a hardcore, but that's not going to probably go too far. I do plan on doing more than just Minecraft. Obviously, everything is going to be rotated around Xbox games. So, obviously, if there is an Xbox game that you guys do want to see, go ahead and, suggest it. I'll most likely check it out as my channel gets bigger. Right now, I got Minecraft is going to be, I'm going to have a ongoing series with Minecraft. Definitely, no doubt about that, no problem with that. Different couple series. I have one series in plan in mind is a survival. Right now, I'm working on a test survival island, which, just testing it out to make sure it works. There is a bigger island, but it's not anywhere near. You do need to make a boat and go there, which could be good for the series. I also plan on having a build series where I'm just gonna build random things, maybe viewer's choice or something, along those lines. I also have a plan on being in games with my buddies. That might not be for a little bit because I have to figure out on how to get. I can get their voice in through a party chat, which I can do that way also. But my one buddy does want to start recording too. So we're you know, still in the process of figuring that out. I also have, you know, games like Black Ops 2 where I am a huge zombie player. I love. Oh, I can't swing at things. I gotta remember that. Let me fix that real quick. But I am a huge zombie player. My highest round I've ever made it to was round. Oh no! I just deleted my. Yeah. God. Oh man, I messed up completely. I just deleted my my sword and my bow, and they were good swords and bows. So I have to try to get 60 more experience to do that again. Anyway, you know, I do have things like that. I am a huge zombies player. My highest round was on the original Black Ops, around 52 on Moon, or 53 on Moon. Mainly we quit because we got tired and bored. You know, I am planning on going deep, and I do want to record that of me going, you know, really high rounds. I think it'll be a great series, especially playing with friends, playing by myself, playing Grief, playing Turned, you know, all the new game modes, and whatever they may bring in the future, plus the new maps. Also, I'm going to have a multiplayer series and maybe a campaign series, all depending on what you guys think, what you guys feel. I also do have games like Borderlands 2. I also have Skyrim, and I have a couple other games. My game collection is growing and will definitely grow a lot for this channel. And it's nighttime. I'm gonna spawn myself in a bed if no one minds here, just because I want it to be daytime, and I can't change it daytime in creative mode. I don't know if we don't have that option yet, an ability. It'd be nice, but anyway, destroy that. Get rid of that. All right. First thing I'm gonna show you out here is my attempts at at breeding. I'm not quite sure on how a pig got in here, but I'm not gonna worry about that at the moment. The sheep fur does not grow back yet. They were red and black, and I breeded them, and for some reason all the babies became red. That is my nether portal. But basically, this is my attempts at farming. There's my pig farm. My cow farm is over here. I just started these, obviously, because they just implemented breeding into the game. So, but they did add, I do like this though, they did add the different colors. This was implemented into Old Worlds, which was nice. Almost kind of like it is different biomes, but even though everything is still the same, which is a really nice feature. It's the outside of their, like I said, that was the first thing I built, then I built that. I kind of worked on everything a little bit at once. But I don't know exactly what the spawn cap is. Obviously, you can see there's quite a bit of animals. That's my attempt at making I wanted to make a wool farm, and I don't know how well it's going to be on Xbox, but we'll have to see. We'll wait for more updates and have to see what happens. This is my sugarcane farm. It goes pretty far away. It goes all the way around, so I definitely have plenty of sugarcane. I never have to worry about it. Pumpkins were a hard thing to find, and of course, I got rid of them, so I couldn't plant any pumpkins. Actually, there might be one or two laying around somewhere, maybe. I don't know, I have to look. But these are jack-o'-lanterns. This is my attempt at, like, it's like a castle mansion. It's not really a castle per se. It does have the castle features. You know, there's a lot of things in here that I have done that I like. I love this feature here. Kind of like an outcropping. Okay, I'll get to that in a little bit. Going down here is just kind of like basically like a guard tower. I definitely have a lot to do for here yet. Wow. I do have a lot to do for here yet, as in decorating and everything else. As you can see, that's my little pathway. Like I said, everything in here has been created in survival. And if we go in here, you'll see there's my dogs. This is my supply room. Wow. With I did make this world, and it did have a lot of clay, which is nice. But this is all the clay that I've found, so I am running low. This is all my armor and my diamonds. I've extensively searched this area, and I've only been able to come up with, I think, a total of 80 some odd. No, well, no, because it takes, I think, 28 to make these. So maybe about 100 some odd diamonds, and then that's it. I have not been able to find any more. Oh, I do. I still have pumpkins. Okay, so I can mix these. And here's my different types of wool that I've collected over the time. And then here's some beat up armor. This was some of the armor that I was wearing, and then I got rid of it for my enchanted armor. They haven't implemented the ability to combine the armor yet, so I'm kind of just holding on to it and saving it until I can do that and combine armor. Some of my horrible decorating skills. Some of my furnaces, some of my food. Just this food has actually been starting to collect up a little bit more recently because of my farm. I got my things. I also got my fridge here. So it really doesn't hold much. I'm thinking about putting like a dispenser as like the top part or something like that, so it dispenses food when I hit the button. And then this is like a cupboard. It's not the best, I know, but it's pretty nice. I do, however, this world was filled with coal. Oh man, every 5 seconds I was finding coal. I had to keep coming back and emptying out my inventory because I'd be filled with coal. That's just my sugarcane chest. Some pictures and whatnot. I don't know if they're gonna update the pictures or not. I kind of hope they do because some of them are not the greatest. I will admit this is my study hall. It's in work in progress. It basically never had the enchanting table, but I did put it down immediately because I wanted to do some enchanting. I used pretty much the rest of my leftover books, and just to get some enchanting out of the way. Mainly, this was like just a giant library that I want to convert into an enchanting area. I haven't done that yet. Whew. Yeah, as you can see out here, there's more sugarcane. I love sugarcane. I love farming. That's like my main thing. And here's just a spare room. These are gonna be bedrooms. Obviously, it's not like the computer, the PC, where you have the ability to turn the wood so the scaffolding doesn't look quite as good. In here, it just leads to the tower. It was just an easy access area. Going down this direction here, I got my other room. Looks exactly the same as the other one. And then here is the guest room, I guess you could say, for all the people who don't have a room. Built for people that have have two comfortable rooms, or maybe a small room right there, or a supply room, or something. And then this is my room with my other dog in here. That's one of my favorite paintings. I got my double bed, and this is what I built. It's not the best, but for some reason some of the techniques don't work right. I guess I gotta wait for some more updates. But the chair things do work, which is nice. It looks pretty decent. I got my jukebox here. I think I have some. No, I don't. I don't think I have any discs. But this world has been riddled with definitely a lot of me dying. Obviously, me trying to get used to it. That just leads up to the other tower. It's my lamppost, or my attempt at a lamppost. Not the greatest, but it's my first attempt. And then this is my wheat farm. It could be better. However, I did spawn in 2 melon seeds to make 2 plants. I started off with just these 2 right here. And then, like I said, I've only spawned in very few things. Only things that, I can't get. As in later updates, this is one of the main things that I cannot get. Since slowly but surely I've made it into an entire melon farm, so I could have some melony goodness as some food. It doesn't restore much, but it's nice. And then I also have my my wheat, and this is where I get my tools and my seeds and keep some of my wheat. It's just kind of a unique. I might rotate that a little bit. Not quite liking where it is. I could rotate that and put another dirt block in there, but I haven't been in here a while, and there is a little bit of a glitch with this. I think animals sometimes spawn in here. I don't know how to stop animals from spawning in here. That and like zombies and things spawn in here, and they would crush my crops. So every now and again, I have some crushed crops that I have to keep replacing. And once again, I have more sugarcane. This was all built in survival. None of this was creative. Like I said, none of these builds were in creative at all. I did go into creative and spawn in a few things, but that was it. This is what I call the catcher's box. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Just random things in here I use. It's supposed to be my drops chest, but kind of is and kind of isn't. It's kind of been filled with junk since then. This is a food chest to kind of keep myself. I try to stack these now. It was a terrible how to stack. You know, probably easier. Get those out of here. I can stack these now and I don't have to pick up an entire chest. It kind of annoys me that mushroom stew doesn't stack, but it's whatever. Here's just some more raw fish that I've collected over the time from fishing. While I would be sitting here waiting for mobs to drop and die to their death, I would sit here and just fish. The reason I did make this catcher's box originally because this glass tubing wasn't here. I didn't feel like making the sand and doing things like that. I would sit here and they would hit me, so I would just sit inside or I would sit outside. But let's go take a look up here. I did create this. This was kind of a thing I did afterwards. But this is my spawner. I've seen a lot of these online. I did make a mistake, and for some reason, somehow made this one too big. So I have blocks here where they can spawn, but it's not too big of a deal. This thing works pretty well. You know, when I needed it. I should be on. You know, I should have some, enemies on so I can see, but I'm not worried about it at this point in time. Sometimes there is a little bit of a mishap with spiders. I might end up just getting rid of this glass. There's a lot of wasted sand, but sometimes there's a mishap with spiders catching onto the rim, catching onto the sides, and holding themselves up. Usually they don't catch themselves too much, but sometimes they do, and they'll like jam up the area. I did have an attempt to make a squid spawner, but it didn't work out quite as well. I've seen it in areas, and it ended up freezing on me because there was an update that came out, and in that update, for some reason, there was a bug that caused ice to form. That's another reason I stayed out of this world as much as possible, because as you can see, there is a lot of ice that formed. I'm not too fond of it. I did make this 2D. This took forever to do. Just trying to get some squids to spawn so I could get ink sacs. Is mainly what I wanted. I wanted a lot of ink sacs so I could make black wool, because to me, that's the hardest thing to find. Down here are some houses that are built by random people. They're nothing big. There's nothing inside them. They're pretty empty. I don't even think this leads anywhere. I think it's just sand. Yeah, it's just sand. Sometimes, I had this one world that people would build the most random things and then build like trapdoors underneath. And this is made out of all snow. One of my buddies got bored where it snowed a lot, and I think there's like 1 or 2 areas where it snows, and he just went and got all the snow and just kind of made a house out of it. It looks like, to be honest, it looks like crap. Excuse my language, but it literally does. It's not the best. Explore the world a little bit. There's not much. I haven't really gone far out. I have gone far out. I have done a lot of moving around. Over here is where I did some mining. Basically, it's the only thing I've done when I move out is I've done some mining. That's really it. Wow. You can tell I haven't been in here in a while. I'm trying to remember the way back, and I got lost for a second, I think. But I will show you my my nether. Over here is where I normally get my sand. Just thinking about making something over here. I think like a little like beachfront house. There's some snow. That's where I get my snow. In that direction. But I was thinking about making like a beachfront house over here. I just need to design it a bit better. Not quite liking on how it's sand and dirt mixed everywhere. Might make it, bring the dirt down here a little bit. I do have a ton of dirt. These trees, in my world, I had one. I only had one of these trees. And luckily, it gave me a sapling. It was way off in the distance, I think over in the corner of the map. And I came over here and I just started planting them. I like these trees. They don't always necessarily give you a lot of wood. Sometimes they give you more wood than, the regular trees, for instance. But the regular trees can go into trees like that, which give you infinitely more. Those only pretty much go to the same height every time. actually, they freak out a little bit. It's weird. I have noticed that. They do freak out a little bit. And here's an empty chest. I don't really know what I was storing in these. I think it's just for decoration. Here, though, is, you know, here's my soul sand that I've collected. I haven't done much in the nether, obviously, because there wasn't much to do in the nether. There still really isn't. But I'll take you in here and we'll show you. This is my nether. It's never, you know, the nether in Minecraft, in Xbox 360 edition Minecraft, I should say. It's not very big. It is, you know, it is pretty big, but it's not as big as I'd like it to be. I've pretty much explored the entire area. I still got, you know, a bunch of glowstone, but there was a lot of glowstone in this world, especially like in areas like here, like they'd be on the ground, on the, you know, so on and so forth. I do like the lava falls in this world. There was a lot of them, and it's really nice. But there's, like I said, there's not much in here. Vines. Vines were spawned in because vines weren't allowed to be in here. And those are just extra ones I had, so I just stuck them there. This dirt thing was when I came in here to kill, when I came in here to kill some pigmen and they were annihilating me. I needed a place to like hide out and help myself. Plus the ghasts were also, as you can see, taking chunks out of this area. I really shouldn't have used this area to use for zombie pigmen fighting. I should have went over that way yonder, because they can destroy the portal. I did have there's a funny story actually one time where me and my one buddy Schmine, and he will come into the story a couple times here and there in a couple of the series. And we were in the nether and we were sitting here, we were fighting pigmen on and off, on and off, on and off, and we were doing great. This was before enchanting, before creative mode. We were having a blast, and then a ghast shot and destroyed the portal. And pretty much we were trapped in it. We actually had to get our buddy who was in the overworld to make a brand new portal. So now in that world there's like 3 portals. It's pretty funny. Let's head back to the overworld now. Like I said, there's not much here. I can't regenerate the nether, which is kind of makes me sad in a way. I would love to regenerate a lot of things, like if I could use MC Edit and generate, you know, basically just like outcrop my spawner, my castle, this whole like mountain area, you know, like if I could, like if there's one thing I could do, let me get up a little bit higher. I would make a giant square, just around just went on the outside of those trees, and went around here, and then around there, but right around there, and then just cut down, and basically, yeah, more of like a rectangle, I guess you could say. And then, you know, keep those in the same seed, and then regenerate the entire area. Regenerate everything, so I could have the new things. I could get the structures, because you know, in this world I will never be able to have any of the structures, any of the things that you get. I'll never get the Nether fortresses. I'll never get the end fortresses, especially when the end comes out, which is definitely a thing. You know, and it is something that most YouTubers do. Is most YouTubers do have you know, killing an Ender Dragon, but I want to do killing an Ender Dragon on the Xbox 360 version. It is something that hasn't been done yet, because obviously this is still relatively new. I can't wait for corner steps, then I can take out these half slabs, and I can have the corner steps that connect to each other, which would be nice. But like I said, this is my world. Definitely, I'll have a series where I'm going to come back here in survival, and I'm just going to start, you know, building some things. Maybe, you know, if some okays, I'll come back here in creative mode and build some things that you guys might want to see me build or attempt to build and probably epically fail at. This took me, it didn't take me too long, but it took me a decent while to do it. I am going up on 30 minutes here, so I will be cutting this very short soon. I do plan on going onto the computer and doing videos for the PC, but that's later on in my channel, pretty far down the line. Right now, like I said, I am more of an Xbox person. I love Xbox. I love everything to do with it. I am a big Microsoft fan. but I will be going on to the PC. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I will be doing PC. Playing maybe some Minecraft on the PC. I do want to maybe attempt a little bit of uh, some uh, some Skyrim on the PC, because Skyrim it looks so amazing, especially because you can play with friends. It all depends on where I go and what type of friends I meet, what type of friends what my friends do. I do have a bunch of a couple friends who do want to start recording, so we'll have to see when the time comes. I will keep you updated, and as in so far as my video upload procedure, I will be having one video a week, or well, not one video a week. I'm sorry, that would be an epic fail. One video a day being uploaded. So this is my intro. There should be a video uploaded tomorrow. It depends on what I do today after done filming this video here. And depending on what I want to do, I'm not sure if I might start with Minecraft. I don't know where I want to start or how I want to do it. I think I'm going to go and edit this video first, upload it, and we'll see what happens as the day goes on.